Finally lifted na ang embargo para sa Nothing Phone 3 and we can talk about this phone that I've been using for over a week now and I have been having a good time with this device, but there are a few things you need to know bago kayo mag-decide na mag-pre-order nito, and it's gonna be available locally sa atin sa Digital Walker. Lahat mo ng links ilalagay ko dyan sa description box. Pero bago tayo mag-proceed, here's a quick unboxing para alam nyo lang kung ano yung mga kasama sa package. Now, before we continue sa Nothing Phone 3, I just like to introduce na meron din tayong available na Nothing Headphone 1 along with the Nothing Phone 3 na lalabas rin po dito sa Philippines, and this has a very competitive price para sa isang high quality na pair of active noise cancelling headphones. So you can get this for 14,999 pesos. Again, sa Digital Walker, ililink ko na rin po dyan sa description box. And with that out of the way, you can get this for pre-order sa halagang 45,000 pesos sa 12,256 and 51,000 pesos para sa 16,512 na version. Now, sa mga freebies na nabanggit, ang pinaka-nagustuhan ko so far, yung Nothing Ear na kasama dito, and also yung charger, kasi nakita nyo sa unboxing, wala pong charger na kasama dito. Okay, so diretso na agad tayo sa usapang design nito. What do you guys think about the design on this? Yung lens positioning niya, alam ko marami sa inyong may comment dito kasi hindi nga po pantay. And kung napanood nyo yung video ko ng usapang Nothing, sinabi ko malaking bagay na ginawa ni Nothing na meron silang identity pagdating sa Glyph system. What I really like about this, hindi yung pagiging gimmicky niya, it's because it really stands out. Once you see the back panel, you know na it's a Nothing device. Tulad na lang pag nakita natin yung isang iPhone, alam agad natin yung identity ng brand na yon and yung phone na yon. So I think in that regard, panalo na agad yung first step na ginawa nila in terms of making a design that really stands out sa phone industry. Pero ngayon, they decided to take away the Glyph system and replaced it with the Glyph Matrix na napakalit na lang po dito sa corner na to. It's a huge change and gamble para sa isang brand that has slowly established themselves with the Glyph system. So natural, marami ang nadismaya. So unahin muna natin itong Glyph Matrix na to. Is this something really usable? Or is this another gimmick lang that will fade away? Honestly, when I saw this, I think this could definitely be more usable than the Glyph system. Dahil yung Glyph lighting system, I remember tuwing gabi ay nakalimutan ko i-turn off yung system na yon. Nabubulabog talaga ako sa brightness ng backlighting nun. But this time around with the Glyph Matrix system, hindi na siya nakakabulabog and medyo mas useful na siya. Dahil with the previous Glyph system natin, although meron tayong notifications and alerts na malalaman natin na may messages tayo, hindi natin sigurado kung importante ba yon or is it something na we could easily disregard. So they addressed that with the Nothing Phone 3 dito sa Glyph Matrix by letting us customize kung ano yung mga notifications na importante para sa atin at makikita natin yung animation and pwede nating i-assign dito sa Glyph Matrix. However, at this early stage, medyo limited pa yung mga capabilities ng Glyph Matrix. But the good thing about this is that this still has some potential kasi inopen nila to sa community and maybe some of the community members can make some very useful things para dito sa Glyph Matrix. But for now, sa initial assessment ko, it's right in the middle of being useful and also being gimmicky. Now, one thing that I think they need to fix dito sa Glyph system so far is this one, the timer, the stopwatch. Kasi once the screen turns on from this side, ayan, pag inopen mo, wala agad yung timer or stopwatch. So kung accidentally ma-open yung screen nyo, sayang yung stopwatch na ginagamit nyo sana. Anyway, now that we have the design and the Glyph Matrix out of our system, pag-usapan naman natin agad yung flagship performance ko noon itong phone na to. So Nothing is definitely positioning this as their first flagship phone or true flagship phone. Now, I would say na after using this for over a week, pretty much close to flagship level naman talaga yung quality nito. Wala akong na-experience na lag sa paggamit ng mga applications na madalas kong ginagamit. Para sa mga chipset fans out there, I'm sure mas gusto natin lahat na Snapdragon 8 Elite yung ginamit na chipset dito, but it is what it is. Yung nakuha kong Antutu dito is around 1.9 million. So in terms of playing those very demanding AAA games dito, kayang-kaya po, walang problema. I just wouldn't recommend this for heavy gamers. And kung ikukumpara nyo to sa mid-range device ni Nothing, this one even has a slower memory. Itong Nothing 3A Pro. UFS 4.09 ginamit nila for the Nothing Phone 3. Pagdating naman sa display nito, we get 120Hz refresh rate, AMOLED yung display, and very vibrant yung colors. It's what you would come to expect of an AMOLED display. Maganda po talaga yung contrast, and we get inky blacks on this one. Wideband level 1 na rin sa Netflix, so full HD resolution yung makukuha natin. But is it truly flagship level? Well, medyo bawas ng isang notch because this isn't using LTPO. This is using only LTPS. So that only means it can't go down to 1 Hz pagdating sa refresh rate niya. So kung gusto niyo talaga ng ultimate battery saving device, then you better look for something that has LTPO. Now, another aspect na pwede nating masabi na flagship level nga yung isang device is when it comes to its cameras. Maganda nga ba yung shots na pwede natin makuha with the Nothing Phone 3? Generally, yes. But there is a caveat for now. I'm not sure kung napansin to ng ibang tech reviewers, but most of my shots so far have been a little bit on the softer side. And I am very confident that with an update, may improve pa ni Nothing yung image processing nito. But for now, napapansin ko talaga that a lot of my photos have been on the softer side pagdating sa edges. Don't get me wrong, the colors are really good. It's just that it needs some fine-tuning pagdating sa sharpness. So hopefully the update comes really soon. And if you want me to do a follow-up video, let me know in the comment section. And by the way, I think it should be a requirement na kung flagship level yung phone mo, dapat mandatory na meron tayong telephoto lens. We do have that here sa Nothing Phone 3, and I appreciate na we have a good quality 3x optical zoom. So moving on sa video recording naman tayo, this has 4K 60fps both on the front and the back camera. Very smooth so far yung mga videos na nakuhanan ko. Tulad ng sinabi ko kanina, 4K 60fps sa selfie video, and eto mismo yung quality na makukuha natin. Let me know in the comment section guys kung anong tingin nyo sa quality itong Nothing Phone 3 na selfie video. I appreciate it na meron tayo 4K 60fps at last. Overall, we do get a good quality camera system dito. The only downside again is that we can't switch lenses as of right now, and I hope this restriction gets lifted. It's the same thing that I complained about sa Nothing Phone 3A Pro. Next up, pag-usapan natin yung best part about a Nothing device. It's software. So this one has the Nothing OS 3.5, and soon we'll get the Nothing 4.0, and this will get 5 years of major OS updates. So hanggang Android 20 ang pwede. And I can't say enough good things about the Nothing OS. Smooth lang talaga. Wala gaanong bloatware. We do have the Essential Keys application na dinagdag nila. And I think yun ay pinaka-bloatware. Kumbaga, marami sa inyo na hindi pa nakakasubok ng Nothing OS ang hindi ma-imagine kung ano ba talaga yung sinasabi ko. To make things simple, para mas ma-imagine nyo, sabihin natin na this is the closest to an iOS that we have on an Android device. Mala iPhone yung smoothness. Now, other things that you might want to know, yung battery nito is 5,150 mAh yung rating. And surprisingly, they're using silicon carbon na para dito. Pero nakakapagtaka na hindi nila naisagad to 6,000 mAh yung battery capacity nito. Maybe next year. And also, meron rin itong IP68 water and dust resistance. It also has wireless charging, and mabilis po yung charging speed nito at 65 watts. So yun lang muna yung mga gusto ko ibahagi sa inyo about the Nothing Phone 3. If you have more questions, let me know in the comment section and I'll try to answer them. Maybe in a future video if you guys request that. But for now, let me leave you with some of my final thoughts about the Nothing Phone 3. Para sa akin, at 45,000 to 51,000 pesos, this is a huge asking price for something that has a Snapdragon 8S Gen 4. Para sa mga naghahabol ng best chipsets for the price, we do have alternatives para sa Nothing Phone 3. Off the top of my head, meron tayong Xiaomi 15, which has the Snapdragon 8 Elite. Medyo compact lang siya kumpara sa Nothing Phone 3, but it does give you a lot more power and better overall hardware pagdating sa cameras. And speaking of cameras, top choices pa rin talaga sa 45 to 50 plus thousand pesos yung Vivo X200 series. Whether it's the Pro variant or the non-Pro, Solid pareho yung camera nun, naka-Dimensity 9400. And speaking of Dimensity 9400, another option that you can check out kung camera-centric usage talaga ang habol nyo is the Oppo Find X8. And of course, nandyan din yung Samsung S25. Lahat po ng mga alternatives na binanggit ko, ilalagay ko rin po dyan sa link sa description box para na makita nyo yung presyo at mapagkumpara nyo. Pero what about you guys? What do you think about the Nothing Phone 3? Is this something that you would consider if ever you have the budget for this one? Or is there something else that you might want to check out other than this? Let me know in the comment section. And kung nakatulong tong video na to, ano lang ba yung mag-like, comment, and subscribe kayo. And kung gusto nyo pang manood ng mga videos ko, may mga ililink po ako dyan. Panigurado magugustuhan nyo yung mga yan. Hanggang sa susunod, ako nga pala ulit si Janus ng Pinoy Techdad. Kita-kita ulit tayo.
Baby, I'm sorry.